Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you little piece, wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got to change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Now 2nd and 3.
At the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again to Jones. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Here's McCarthy.
26-yard line.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Flush to his right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Oh, dangerous return man showing it here. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 30-yard line.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10, right at the 30. And they'll send Watson in motion right. Love from the gun. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Love. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Slot man moves right. Throwing. Love. And that will be incomplete as well.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
On play action, McCarthy. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. To the air with McCarthy. And got his man, complete. Now he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
first down. It's Lloyd. Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Six nothing our score after one.
With the score, Vikings 6, Packers nothing.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They'll send Watson in motion right. Love now. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completes this to Addison out left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now McCarthy. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to a self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups check out their team scouting and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
It's a game of 23 yards. First down, Packers.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Here's a ball deep from Musgrave. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. A short throw to Musgrave. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Going back to Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll send Watson in motion right. On 4th down, Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Addison will go in motion left. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy rolling to his left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 5. And the slot man goes in motion left. 2nd and 5. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's taken down inside the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
25 more yards. That's another Vikings.
Now they'll change things up.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson from 4 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. McCarthy going to look to throw for it. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Love. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. How to approach this? 3rd down and 16 yards to go. And they'll send Watson in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and less than a yard. Jefferson going to go in motion right. 2nd down and inches. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. On 3rd down, here's Jones. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still 15 yards to go, second down. Here's Love. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Love looking to throw it. And he caught it up. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. McCarthy off the play fake. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On play action, now McCarthy. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. This one swung out here to Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing again, McCarthy. Dancing to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Love. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 48 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. He finds his man, complete. That's Lloyd. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum.
And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out and let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
Share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put in #1 for what we've seen this season.
The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Going for it, here's McCarthy.
Complete to Addison on the out route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. In motion goes the tight end. Now a first down carry by Jones. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Here's McCarthy.
Flush to his right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The slot man in motion right. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And they'll send Watson in motion right. Working out of the gun. Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Love now. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. To the air with McCarthy. He gets it to Addison. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Drops it to Jones into flat. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try the right side with Jones. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. 3rd and 5. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now McCarthy. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
He'll buy some time right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw McCarthy. Under pressure, and they got to him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Bryan Anger now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing. Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Jayden Reed, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about...
Tripping up grades, I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. From my way I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight, cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want, what you want. I got Jesus giving money, what you want. I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry, so I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye, cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it, I ain't ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sequence. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, got a game a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Okay, now drop your bags, ass. I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Trump cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Not afraid of the dark, there ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie.